Yeah, I mean, as far. Yes. Yeah.
He is out sick. I'll call the Planning Commission meeting for December 23rd, 2025 to order. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. Other side.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call, please.
James, Candy. Here. Kevin.
Here.
Donnie.
Here.
Josh.
Here.
Approval of tonight's agenda.
I make a motion to approve the agenda.
I second.
Roll call, please.
Donnie.
Yes.
Candy. Yes. Josh.
Yes.
Kevin.
Yes. And approval of the November 25th minutes.
This one have to go through public hearing as well.
Make a motion to approve November 25th minutes.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Josh.
Yes.
Kevin.
Yes.
Candy. Yes. Donnie.
Yes.
No old business. We're going to go into our public hearing. I'll call the public hearing to order. It is a variance request. The applicant is requesting a variance request on the barn construction at 256 Tesoro Street, approximately 5.17 acres, more or less, and the parcel number is given. At this time, I'll open it up for citizen comment. Anybody online? I will close the public hearing and I will open up our Board of Zoning and Adjustments, and it's the same request, variance request. Applicant is requesting a variance request for the barn construction at 256 Tesoro Street on approximately 5.17 acres. Brad, are you want to?
Yep, I can. So this was brought to us last month and actually a couple months ago to discuss. With your recommendation, we went forward with this and have put this forward as a variance for their barn. And if you can read through here, it allowed their accessory building to exceed the maximum size allowed by our ordinance. And the proposed structure is 4,800 square foot, which exceeds the accessory structure size limit by over 3,000 square foot. So that was the one thing that we were going to talk about. And you guys asked, which way should we go? So, I put on here based on the analysis, the planning staff did not recommend it as a hardship, but we do find the requested variance minor in nature and meets the rest of the criteria and will not be detrimental to health, safety, or welfare to the city or adjacent property owners. So with that, we did recommend approval with that being said. So you guys have your options to recommend to move forward, to pass, or to deny.
Very good. At this time, I entertain a motion, then we'll get to our, actually, let's do this. Let me open it up for citizen comment. Seeing none, nobody online? No. Okay, I'll entertain a motion right now, Commission, before we discuss.
Make a motion to approve the variance request for 256 Tesoro with conditions.
Second.
Okay, what questions does Commission have on this one? if any? Seeing none, then I will go ahead and ask for a roll call. This is for approval of the variance for 256 DeSarro.
Candy? Yes. Donnie?
Yes.
Josh?
Yes.
Kevin?
Yes.
Passes.
Y'all do not have to hang around, but if you want to.
No, just, this has been voted on, so when you guys get ready, just come see us in the office. Yep. Okay. Thank you, guys. You, Tim.
Same to you. I'm going to close the Board of Zoning and Adjustments. I'm going to call the Planning Commission meeting to order. First item is a preliminary large-scale development application. Applicant is requesting to construct a 9,150 square foot building at 1032 East Henry de Tonte on approximately 1.97 acres. There are two parcels included in that. Do you want to discuss this one, Brad?
I'll turn this over to Zach, and Zach will give you.
Okay.
But, the summary is this is phase 2 of the Castellini project behind Iron Hen Liquor. They came to us. Everything has looked good from this point, but I'll let Zach get into the fine points of it.
Thank you.
Yep. So Brad gave a great overview. This is Castellini Phase 2. It is going to be a little different compared to Phase 1 in that the most western portion of the building is dedicated for retail as opposed to just strict office and warehousing space. The LSC is pretty simple. They're going to utilize an existing detention pond that's already been sized for this application. So minimal drainage improvements. Big thing I'm excited about is they are going to add about 15 feet to the drive aisle behind Iron Hen Liquor. So no more congestion back there. So that's a big positive. With that, there were some outstanding comments that need to be addressed for the construction submittal. Most of them are related to fire. Fire comments came in late, so none of them are, how should I word this, too difficult to accomplish. So really don't have any objections to this and would recommend approval. Happy to answer any questions you might have about the project specifically.
Thank you, sir. At this time, I'll open it up for citizen comment. Item number 1, preliminary large-scale development.
Madeline, is he on? We do have the developer online. Nico Bursey is online, so if you do have any
Yeah,
questions.
okay.
Yep.
We'll see what we get when we get to them. Anybody else, any citizen comment? Okay, at this time, I'll entertain a motion.
I move we accept as written in here
With conditions.
with conditions.
A second.
All right, Commission, what questions do y'all have? On Castellini. If any. Were y'all able to see the renderings? Yeah. Very nice. Not seeing any questions. This is a roll call for accepting the preliminary large-scale development for the 9,150 square foot, 1032 Castellini project. Roll call, please.
Candy? Yes. Kevin?
Yes.
Donnie?
Yes.
Josh?
Abstain.
Still passes,
Still
correct?
passes, yes.
Very good.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Sorry.
Item number 2 is the discussion on the 412 overlay district. Discussion changes in the formal design of the proposed 412 overlay district. If approved, it will move to the committee of the whole.
Let me make mention of this. I added the changes as discussed per our last meeting. With that being said, it talks about the materials on 3.2. I know James had brought this up as far as what's not allowed was the corrugated metals, which is on there as far as not being allowed. So we did add that, if acceptable with everybody. The other thing, per Commissioner Cranes, is the fencing. On 6.4, we added that. Basically took what was currently in code with the exception of chain link or metal materials fencing along 412 along that 350 foot overlay district. So please read through there if you think that's acceptable. Now, one thing I have talked to the attorney just now, this and the landfill discussion will have to be a public hearing, formal public hearing in the newspaper. So this will actually be brought up next month as well, but it'll just be informal, any public comments and move forward, if you guys are agreed to this.
Okay, so it won't go to committee of the
Correct,
whole?
correct,
Okay, it'll come back
yes.
to us. Okay,
Correct.
so we'll make that note that it'll actually come back to us on our next
Yes.
January meeting instead of going to committee of the whole. Very good. The corrugated metal, let me open it. Any comments from citizens? Anybody online? No. Okay. Don't think we really need to approve anything, but the corrugated metal, is that part of what the Castellini's using on the rendering or no?
I don't think that's the,
Maybe I'm
Thanks.
misunderstanding.
I don't think it's the same
corrugated
kind,
metal.
I don't think it's the same kind of what they want to use,
Okay.
so.
Castellini,
Do
they're
you remember if
using-
it's corrugated metal? For Castellini Phase 2?
They're bricking like, was it like 100 foot down the south side?
On the southwest corner, they're gonna have primary materials, that's what it looks like on the rendering. And then, I'm sure the metal side will match what was done in phase one
Like on the back end.
on the back end,
Yeah.
away from the road.
Okay. Okay, no,
That's up to you guys. Like I said, I was added, that's what I got on my notes
no,
to add.
corrugated metal is more like I'm just assuming it's kind of like the
I think even with
Little
the,
Debbie's, the blue.
Yeah,
little
yeah.
Corrugated there.
yeah,
The
Yeah,
flat and
yeah,
the
yeah,
ridges.
yeah, yeah, I get that. Okay.
because the fencing even kind of states that out, it's
Yep.
corrugated metal type
Okay.
fencing, so.
Okay.
Josh, you okay with the fencing, the way it reads?
Where does it say
6.4.
6.4? Where does it say it can't be constructed along 412? Is that in?
Well, this-
shall comply with
because-
Tontitown code that,
This is set up just for the overlay district. So, I mean, it includes the overlay district. So the overlay district will be that 350 foot off the highway.
right, where does it say you can't construct a fence along 412?
I didn't put anything off of 412. I was just putting the kind of the material, what can be constructed.
So
So
with that
you-
being said, I'm just sorry that.
I mean, they still have a right of way that they have to adhere to.
So they can't build a fence within that 350
Well,
foot right.
they can build a fence like if it's back far enough off the right of way. However, what this just stated was the material, type of material that would be constructed along that overlay district.
Clarify what you're wanting.
I
to
don't
try
want no fence
in the front.
in the front,
How far back? And Zach, what is the,
like in the
what,
front of the
what,
building.
the highway department allows, how far back? Was it 100 feet?
Doesn't our current fencing ordinance, say it can't be taller than 36 inches or something unless approved
Yeah,
by,
and
I
and
think
that's,
in the front lot line, or I don't know what the wording is on that.
If, just a suggestion, but I don't think the RDOT cares about fencing as long as you're outside of the right-of-way line.
Right.
Right? So I think you're probably looking for a restriction in the front yard, no fencing in the front yard
Right.
facing 412. It's kind of
Right.
sounds like what you're going for. Some of these lots do back up against residential, so the commercial side may face 412, behind it may be residential. We don't want to restrict fencing, we want privacy fencing back there, and maybe along the side yards to a degree, but I think you want to keep that, front yard, front side facing in front of the building.
Right, I mean, the fencing could come up like within 2 foot of the front
Yeah.
corners. I just,
Right. The
Not
side
like
yard fencing,
encompassing
just
the
nothing
front
in the
parking
front.
lot.
That's probably what we want to look at if you want to get a little bit more detailed
detailed
with
in
it.
it?
Yeah.
Is
that what you want, Josh?
I'd look
Yes,
for
sir.
maybe a prohibition in the front yards and maybe set no
Pretty
fencing
please.
beyond the face of the building.
yeah, that works.
So.
That's perfect.
Does that work?
Yep.
That's probably what I'd do.
That makes it more clear on.
Thank you.
where
okay. And like I said, I took that, we were looking at the material type that you wanted.
Understood.
Yep, so.
Yep.
Okay.
We're good now.
And then, so what we'll do next month, we'll get this in the paper, so it should be our final review
Okay.
to go
What
through.
other question? Candy, you got anything on it?
Nope.
You're good with the fence piece now. I think that
Yep.
it's more clear on that,
Yep.
especially being on the front. Okay, since we're not voting on it, we'll go to item number 2, which is the EUL, discuss changes, recommendations. And of course, it says, well, if it's, we've still got to send it to our planning commission next for a public hearing.
Well,
in
this
January.
have to be a public hearing as well.
Yes,
So,
correct.
yeah.
Okay. So I'll open it up. Gene, do you want to talk about the changes the changes you made were what we had discussed at our last meeting,
Last time she was here.
last time you were here, sorry.
Yes. So we changed the setback requirements from 250 feet for residential to 300 feet. We've added that there must be a second entrance available for emergency vehicles only. We changed for excessive noise, it now matches the city code. So instead of being 9 p.m. to 5 a.m., it's 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. So it matches the noise ordinance. And I think there was one more.
Item number 10.
Oh, yeah. So instead of may provide a narrative or type statement regarding all of these explanations, they must provide it. Those are the changes that we did. We can do other changes if you want to, up to you guys. These were the ones that we had agreed on.
Do y'all have any others?
On the setback requirements that we changed to 300 feet,
Yes.
how come we only went up 50 feet? I'm just asking.
It
Like,
just,
was there,
it needed to be a smaller amount. I think you guys were going to email me a certain amount and no one did, so I went with 300, but we can change it. It just needs to be, not 100% change or something like that. Need to be a smaller change. And then
gotcha.
if you could, whenever you're voting on it, if you could, state your reason for doing that.
Did I give you this list?
Yes. Yeah, we
Okay.
went through that.
She wanted.
And some of them weren't things that we said no to. It was things that the city council is already working on and should be changed, that they're working on changing it at least.
Gotcha. Thank you for working on that.
Yeah. But yeah, if there's anything else, it's up to y'all. So just let me know.
Y'all have any other questions on it, or if you've got any, if you're looking through it, since we've got to bring it back next month, if you got something you see in there that you'd like to have adjusted or looked at, please send those over and we can get those edited and added in before the public hearing. It probably needs to be,
Yeah, typically we try to get it in the paper at least 14 days prior, but as far as this goes, we don't want to wait on until last minute.
Sure.
So,
No,
if
I
we can
mean-
get it within that 2-week time frame before next planning.
I think 2 weeks, that way if someone does
Yeah,
ask for
right.
what is on there, they at least have the information.
Right, and that gives the public a chance to
Very good.
talk about it
Very
next,
good.
next month.
So 2 weeks before our public hearing meeting. so-
Correct.
Okay. What else? Anybody else have any questions on it? Okay, so but both of those items will be going to our planning commission
Next month with the
Next
public
month?
hearing,
for the public hearing to be reviewed
heard, yes.
before we
move forward.
move forward with it. Very good. I'm trying to find my sheet here. Okay, with that, we don't have anything going to Committee of the Whole. We have our November building activity report. Y'all want to look at that? Brad, did you want to discuss anything on
Yeah,
it?
things been a little slower this November, didn't have as many permits issued. Usually kind of this time of year we see that. However, with that being said, and it coincides with our project list as well, let you know that Bariloche Phase 2 is underway. We're starting to get some permits for Bariloche Phase 2. Renly Ray's final plat has been signed off on per your approval, has been filed, so we should be seeing some things along that way. We are starting to see some tenant infills along with some of our flex spaces that we currently have here in town. So we're seeing some more businesses come online. But other than that, that's what we see in our residential lots right now, and commercial as well. Any questions? And updated the project list as well. So that should be pretty current with what we have. Again, if you got any questions, you feel free to reach out to me.
Very good. Y'all have any questions on those? All right, comments from staff. You got any comments, Brad?
Well, just want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas, and if I don't see you, Happy New Year. Everybody be safe. I want to thank everybody for the hard work this year. Look forward to great things next year, and good to have Imogen back outside here to help us out. So, just wanted to wish everybody that. And if you have any questions, by all means, reach out to us.
Okay. Madeline, what you got? Nothing. You sure? Yep. It's your chance. Candy?
I just want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas too, our big crowd we have out here tonight. And I'd like to thank the staff for doing such a good job, and Imogen too. I would appreciate y'all.
Donnie?
Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and same thing on the staff. Great job, everybody.
Josh?
Couple things. My term's up in February because of the new state law, but I'm going to go out kicking and screaming and scratching. But there is a new deal that I'm working on right now. I'm on Tontitown water, so I'm dependent on Tontitown municipality. Like I have a vested interest in how the municipality and all that does because I'm supplied with Tontitown water, which may give me a leg to stand on, let me stay on the commission. But I'm working on that, and I think it can be done. So if you want me on here, great. If you don't, sorry. Maybe you get me off, but I'm gonna fight like heck to stay because I love Tontitown. I love the commission, love the city council, love the police officers. I mean, I live in the county, but Tontitown that's my home. And I pay taxes to Tontitown through the water. So hopefully a legal loophole deal. But my quote is, this is going to be a good one. And some of you like him, some of you don't. But I call balls and strikes. I don't care who the batter is. Tim Burris, city councilman. But Merry Christmas to everybody. Hope everybody has a good and Happy New Year.
I will ditto that. Thanks, Mr. Lovett and Danny for coming out and seeing us tonight. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year.
One thing Josh brought that up is, do we have another two? They're supposed to go off
Actually, there are
expiration.
3,
So
James, Johnny, and
this is for public comment or public information to the rest of the citizens. If anybody's interested, we do have the application online to fill out. If you guys are not interested, we hope that you guys continue on. But if you're not, please let us know because we'll have to get those seats filled and we have to take applications for it.
And those are the February
Yes, and those
28th.
that is online. So
Yep. Okay.
thank you.
With that being said, I will ask for all in favor of adjourning. Please say aye.
Aye.
All right.
We are adjourned. Thank you.